Channel 2 Action News has learned the state agency which oversees judges is investigating an Atlanta judge whose work habits and judicial conduct are the subject of complaints. Channel 2's investigative reporter Richard Belcher says one complaint includes a Super Bowl pep rally. Richard's live at City Hall. Richard?
Judge Terrinee Gundy is one of two Atlanta municipal court judges who sit at 8 o'clock to hear cases for defendants who were held in jail overnight. We've learned that the state agency that looks into judicial ethics is investigating Judge Gundy, and one of the issues is her attendance. Then Mayor Kasim Reed appointed Judge Gundy to the bench in 2013, but her work at municipal court is a long way from these glamorous pictures.
I'll accept your plea. Your sentence today is time served.
Scores of defendants, most poor, many mentally ill, are brought from jail to face relatively minor charges such as public urination or disorderly conduct before Judge Gundy. Early last year, she took a break.
And we going to the Super Bowl!
To attend a Super Bowl pep rally for the Falcons. Here's a picture from a court-related website. We're told the judge rushed through her cases that morning to get to the pep rally, a charge she denies. That's one subject of an investigation by the State Judicial Qualifications Commission, the JQC.
Folks know Gundy to not show up, to postpone, or to cancel court.
Mary Hooks of the defendants advocacy group Song. She notes that if the judge doesn't show up...
I mean, it's real simple. People have to go back to the cage until they have another court.
A whistleblower gave us these documents. They include notes from a court insider showing Judge Gundy's arrival times. Her court is scheduled to start at 8. And these are some of the days when other judges had to work for Judge Gundy last year. Rosalie Joy was chief public defender in municipal court for 7.5 years.
I am aware that there is a JQC investigation. I am not at liberty to discuss whether or not I have been interviewed by the JQC.
Last year, Joy's office had to file an extraordinary legal motion just to get 10 defendants an initial hearing before Judge Gundy. Rosalie Joy says that was an extreme example of a problem that defines the overcrowded municipal court.
Because the numbers are so staggering, we do have a system in Atlanta that can be likened to assembly line justice.
Joy says she angered some judges when her lawyers got more aggressive, which meant demanding hearings on some issues. She says Judge Gundy and her colleagues often set those hearings for weeks later rather than handling the issues that day.
If cases require that judges need to stay on the bench long enough to ensure that everyone is afforded due process, then yes, they need to work harder.
Rosalie Joy says Judge Gundy was the driving force to persuade Mayor Reed to remove her last year. The move succeeded. Ms. Joy left the court and has taken a job in Washington, D.C. She says she can live with what she accomplished here in Atlanta.
We stopped the assembly line justice system. I cultivated a staff of attorneys who were no longer afraid to stand up for what is right in the courtroom, despite the fact that they could fear the loss of their job.
An attorney for Judge Gundy emailed today that all of the municipal court judges attended that Falcons pep rally and that Judge Gundy finished all her cases that day before she went. That is a point that Ms. Joy disputes. The lawyer also says Judge Gundy had no effort or role in the effort to remove Ms. Joy as the chief public defender. Again, Ms. Joy disputes that. The JQC did not comment on the investigation. Live at City Hall in downtown Atlanta, Richard Belcher, Channel 2 Action News.
Investigation by Channel 2 Action News and our partners at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and AJC.com found that an Atlanta judge spent thousands of tax dollars on lavish gifts, an exclusive party, and even gold-sealed letterhead. New at 6, Channel 2 investigative reporter Richard Belcher live at Atlanta City Hall and had a good look through the records.
Justin, Mayor Reed appointed Judge Terrinee Gundy to the municipal court bench in 2013. In May of this year, Channel 2 broke the story that the state's judicial watchdog agency, the JQC, is investigating Judge Gundy. Now we've learned that her spending is one of the issues.
I'll accept your plea, sir. Your sentence.
This is the face Judge Gundy shows the public as she conducts initial hearings for hundreds of defendants who've been held overnight in the city jail. But there's another public, Judge Gundy, who was frequently seen at events with Mayor Reed during his time in office and right up until the time he left. In December, Mayor Reed sponsored his annual Masked Ball, a major event in the social calendar for politically connected Atlantans. Even more exclusive is the after party, and that's where Judge Gundy got involved. Records obtained through the Open Records Act show the judge or her staff spent over $4,000 in court money for, among other things, $870 worth of beverage napkins and nearly $2,600 in concert tickets and envelopes. Total spending for the after party, a little over $4,000 public dollars.
Absolutely shocking. I cannot imagine what the explanation is for this.
William Perry of Georgia Ethics Watchdogs.
None of this is related to making government work right. And so it's an outrage. No matter what the amount is, this is an abuse of taxpayer dollars.
Her purchases also included 3 elaborate glass sculptures from the Hans Frabel studio in Atlanta. Those total nearly $1,800 over 3 years. They included $695 spent late last year for a so-called Flame of Excellence. The invoice suggests that was intended for Mayor Kasim Reed, who appointed Judge Gundy to her job. And our investigation with our partners at the AJC found that the judge or her staff purchased more than $4,100 worth of luxuriously printed stationery, envelopes, and business cards for the judge's use. Emails obtained by Channel 2 show that Judge Gundy and her staff aggressively pushed the purchases.
No one is checking on this, so people are abusing the system, even judges, which is the worst part about it because judges need to be held to a higher standard since they sit in judgment on others.
Judge Gundy declined comment, adds that the Judicial Qualifications Commission, which is investigating her, will definitely stay on.
What does finding a way or making one mean to me? It means absolutely never, ever taking no. That is the very first thing that I learned at Clark Atlanta University. Never accept no. Always know that there's a way to get a yes. There's always a way to find a way or make a way.
The judicial system ain't shit.
You must have a primo bell box.
Our cops are corrupt, our judges bought, our politicians up for sale. Everywhere you look, slime is on the loose. You're going to be the 11th commandment. Thou shalt not get away with it.
You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order! They're out of order!
You're damaging the credibility of this country, possibly destroying it.
Let me ask you, is a government worth preserving when it lies to the people? It's become a dangerous country, sir, when you cannot trust anyone anymore, when you cannot tell the truth. Let justice be done, though the heavens fall.